Welcome to part 1, episode 1 of CMI Files, and this is about the appointment of Maj Gen Abel Kandiho as the Chief of Military Intelligence and the implication of the appointment on both regional and national security. The appointment of now Maj Gen Abel Kandiho as the Chief of Military Intelligence was a very big blunder. This is a man who had been chased out of intelligence because of gross violations of human rights, torture, extortions, murder of suspects, among other allegations against him. These allegations had an effect on our diplomatic relations with our neighbors and the donors. The then Chief of Military Intelligence, Brigadier General Charles Bakahumura, set up a committee to investigate these allegations, and there was overwhelming evidence against him. The committee found that he was not a fit and proper person to work in intelligence as a director and recommended that he should be transferred. Some directors on that committee had to beg him to spare their lives and claim they were just doing their job because they knew how he operated by eliminating those he thought stood in his way. The recommendation to be transferred out of intelligence rather than facing civil courts for the allegations against him, to me was a very fair deal. He went on to be appointed the Divisional CMI Officer, 3rd Division, and later Deputy Commandant Military Police. This is the same criminal officer you brought back to head the country's best investigative machinery. How I wish someone who wished the country good had opened up to you about this information, and maybe the story would be different. Secondly, Your Excellency, CMI as the best investigative machinery was heading in the right direction professionally and in terms of capacity building until you appointed an uneducated Kandiho as the chief. A quick look at the qualities and qualifications of his predecessors tells it all. Lieutenant General James Mugira holds a bachelor's degree in law from Makerere University and one of the few with a first-class degree from Makerere Law School. Diploma in legal practice from Law Development Center, Master of Laws from University of Manchester, and Master of Arts in International Affairs from the University of Ghana. He has also attended several military courses including Company Commander's course, Senior Command and Staff course, Political Education course, OBIC, among other seminars and conferences. It is also important to note that he studied from Tare School, the home of Gallant Lions, the school that I too studied from, and Your Excellency. We all know the quality of education and all boys the school has produced over the years. Brigadier Charles Bakahumura holds a bachelor's degree in education from Makerere University and a master's in history from the same institution. He too has done several military courses including OBC, BCC, CCC, Senior Command, among other seminars and conferences he has attended. Your Excellency, under the leadership of Brigadier General Charles Bakahumura and the guidance of the late General Aronda Nyakairima, CMI encouraged officers to further their education to better serve the institution and the nation. He lobbied for the employment of highly qualified researchers from the civilians to assist in research, an area that is key to the development of any institution and the nation. Kandiho is a P7 graduate with a cadet course from Monduli, Tanzania, and a few courses like OBIC. It is important to note that any officer or militant who did not have any education documents on his file by the time data was captured was assumed to have finished P7. So you can't be sure that he even completed P7. Such qualifications for the military intelligence chief are a shame in the leadership of this country and the region. Your Excellency, a look at the qualifications of other military chiefs in the region give you a clear picture of the need for highly qualified military chiefs because of the enormous tasks at hand. Major General Philip Wachira Kameru, the head of National Intelligence Services of Kenya, who was once the Director Military Intelligence of Kenya Defense Forces, holds 3 master's degrees. Master of Science in Natural Resources Management, Master of Arts in International Studies, and Master of Science in Security Management. Lieutenant General Emmanuel Karenzi Karake, who was once the Secretary General of the National Intelligence and Security Services of Rwanda, holds a Bachelor's of Commerce degree from Makerere University, Master of Arts in International Studies from University of Nairobi, and Master of Arts in Business Administration from University of London. He also studied from Kira College Butiki and King's College Budo for O-level and A-level respectively. The quality of education and the products of such great traditional schools cannot be overlooked. The Deputy Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army in charge of intelligence, Lieutenant General Scott Barrier, holds a Bachelor of Science degree in History, Master of Science degree in General Studies, and Master of Science degree in Strategic Studies, among other courses. It is clear on what these nations are looking for in intelligence chiefs. The responsibilities of military intelligence chiefs are so broad and include policy formulation, planning, programming, budgeting, management, staff supervision, evaluation and oversight for intelligence activities, as well as the overall coordination of the major intelligence disciplines. Our P7 graduate cannot even measure up to any responsibility. This has been clearly manifested in his methods of work and management style. That's why he has even shied away from facing any committee in Parliament, because he cannot even understand budgets and policies, and this is an area where CMI should be having a big input. On May 25, 2011, when US President Barack Obama gave a keynote address to both houses of British Parliament gathered at London's Westminster Hall, in his opening remarks he said that, and I quote, "I'm told the last 3 speakers here have been the Pope, Her Majesty the Queen, and Nelson Mandela, which is either a very high bar or the beginning of a very big joke. Your Excellency, the appointment of Maj Gen Abel Kandiho as the Chief of Military Intelligence was a big blunder and one of the biggest jokes in intelligence circles." This is the end of episode 1. See you in my next episode about Kandiho's first operation as CMI, and that's the appointment of Brigadier C.K. Asimwe as the Director JAT. God bless you. God bless Uganda.